Hello and welcome to my channel. Recently I had someone tell me that the way to get through hard times is to be positive. I told him, I think it's important to be positive, but everything has its season, and sometimes it's okay to be sad or discouraged. He then told me again that I needed to be positive. Well, this got me thinking about the difference between positivity and optimism. I want to briefly discuss both and then share which one I think we need more of right now. Positivity is a reaction. It looks at a situation and attempts to maintain a positive outlook. It sometimes asks us to overlook our current situation in exchange for a happier situation. Optimism can go through a hard time and not give up or stray from the desired path. Optimism allows space for us to choose to act instead of react. Optimism doesn't say, overlook this hard time. It tells us to look beyond this hard time and to weather life's storms. Optimism can hold on to hope for an extended period of time, where positivity can only hold on to hope for short bursts of time. Positivity puts on a happy face, where optimism can push through something hard with quiet confidence. Positivity tries to convince others and ourselves that the world is good, even when it is going through hard times, or that a situation is okay when inside of ourselves we know that it is not okay. Positivity tells us to be okay no matter what. Optimism says it's okay to not be okay right now. Optimism convinces us that things can be better in spite of our difficulties, that even though a situation sucks, we can get through it. Optimism sees light at the end of the tunnel, while positivity tries to create small sparks and bursts of light in a dark situation. While it is good to have a little light until light can return, it is optimism that prods us to keep moving forward until we can find light for ourselves. Positivity tries to deny the difficulty of a situation by masking it with a smile or positive thoughts. Positivity asks us to ignore hardship or difficulties or reality in exchange for a fake reality. I'm not saying that this is bad, but I am saying that it's unsustainable. Positivity is like cotton candy. It's sweet, but it disappears quickly. Optimism is okay with the present state and can hold on to hope. Optimism can struggle and still move forward. Optimism says, I believe this darkness won't last forever, that this hardship won't last forever as long as I keep moving in the direction of my goal. Positivity asks us to fake it until we make it, while optimism asks us to fake it, to faith it until we make it, to believe it until we can make it. Positivity tries to control our current state, while optimism allows our current state, good or bad, but believes that our state will get better, that somehow, in some way, life will improve. Positivity sometimes tries to hijack our current feelings and says, ignore that sadness or that depression or that financial setback and be happy or look for the good, while optimism allows for space to be sad or depressed or to have a hard day or a setback, but to not give up because of them. One of the most impactful books I ever read was titled Man's Search for Meaning by Dr. Viktor Frankl. It's written by a Jewish psychologist who survived the Holocaust. In the book, he describes the terrible living conditions and treatment of the people, how they were treated worse than animals. At one point, the doctor had the opportunity to escape. However, knowing how much the people in camp were struggling, he stayed behind on purpose to help keep an optimistic attitude. Many survived because of the optimism that he shared. So, which is better, positivity or optimism? Right now, I think we need both. We can inject positivity into each day right now, but it is optimism in your future that will ultimately pull you through this hard time. You don't have to be positive tomorrow if it is a hard day, but please don't give up on optimism. Keep believing that despite current setbacks, future opportunities will present themselves, that doors will open for you, that things will get better. Right now, you might need some light from positive thoughts, but it will be your commitment to optimism that will keep you moving forward. Many of you are facing an uphill battle. To you, I would say, take it one day at a time. Sometimes take it 1 hour at a time. But continue to move forward. Even if you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel, you must trust that it is there. Right now, there is a gap between where you want to be and where you are. And optimism will give you the strength to move forward until you can close the gap and until things can get better. On my channel, I try to share my good times and my hard times, my successes and my failures. I try to share positivity, but I always share optimism. I have lived during dark times when I thought there was no more light. But somehow there was, and somehow there will be for you too. So, I don't know where you're at today, but I'm hoping good things for you. We are living through hard times, unexpected times, unprecedented times. I want to thank you for being in my community. Be as positive as you are able to be, and stay optimistic until things get better. And never, never forget that you are amazing. Hey, have a great weekend, and I'll see you on the next video.